California smash, Carolina smash, Missouri smash, Nebraska smash, New Hampshire smash, Oklahoma smash, Texas smash, Detroit smash. Wait. Hi everybody, Carla here. I'm back again sooner than expected, I guess, but I haven't done an anime-centered episode of this series for a while and I'm kind of missing that. But the main reason was not just because I had no time, which I didn't, but having no time also meant that I wasn't actively watching anime pretty much at all. Earlier in the year, my brother and I moved into an apartment where both of us can live, so we have 2 bedrooms now. And because of that, we've taken on a bit of a ritual of watching something around dinner time, when we have dinner together. And most of what we watch has been anime, and that's nice because I hadn't been able to watch anime in quite a long time. So I've been getting a little bit more into things, and I just finished one anime series. I've watched 4 new anime series so far. I have a huge list of anime series that I have to go through. If you have any that you really love that you would like me to try, let me know. I'll look them up if it's something that I'm sort of interested on. I'll try and check it out if I can find it anywhere, because globalization sucks ass when it's, you know, global, but you can't actually find stuff if you're outside the US, which is really annoying. But I will try my hardest to find it and watch it if I get the time. But so far, I've been able to watch 4 anime series that I actually really enjoyed for the most part. And because of that, I want to do an episode about these 4 anime series, basically. But I'm gonna sort of mix it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do a 30-day challenge, as I usually do with new series. But I'm gonna do one for all 4 of these series together. Like, you know, each question will be a different answer depending on which series it applies the most to, that sort of stuff. I'm gonna do this real quick, and just to say it right off the top, in case you didn't notice from the intro, My Hero Academia is one of the 4 series. I also watched Demon Slayer, I also watched Dr.STONE, and I also watched Code Geass. So those are the 4 series that I'm gonna focus on in this episode. Like I said, if you have any shows that you'd like me to check out, like maybe think that I might like them, you guys know from sort of my previous episodes what I like and don't like. I've done episodes on anime hundreds of times, but most of the stuff I used to watch is old, because I haven't been able to watch anime all that much recently until now. So I may not be caught up. If you have anything that you would like me to give it a try, just drop it in the comments and let me know. Also, I want to do, let me just say this before I actually start with the challenge. I want to start doing Patreon exclusive stuff. I don't have many people on Patreon at the moment, honestly, and I would like to know what kind of thing would sort of incentivize you to at least, you know, join my Patreon, even if it's on the lowest, you know, tier of support. And I think I can do a little bit more Patreon exclusive stuff. I haven't been doing that. The only thing that's in there so far is just these episodes, but as a podcast, that's the only thing I have so far. But I'm thinking of maybe doing some Q&As sort of thing. So if you have any questions that you'd like me to expand upon from these answers that I'm going to give, drop them in a comment, and I'll be sure to add those as a Patreon exclusive. So, you know, keep an eye on that. So, right. So let's do this 30-day challenge. Again, the 4 anime that I'm going to be talking about in regards to these questions are Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, Code Geass, and My Hero Academia. which I literally just finished watching last night. So, yay. So let's go with number 1. Number 1 is, what was your very first anime? Well, out of these 4 that I mentioned, Demon Slayer was the first one, because I think it's the one that my brother was the most excited about. Now, I'm not as hooked into it as he is, but I liked it. It was okay, and the animation quality is gorgeous, so I'm not surprised people love it so much. I mean, the movie just came out in Japan, and it's like broken all kinds of records. It's ridiculous. I can't believe this thing is doing like Ghibli numbers. It's insane, but it's an incredible quality show that I think really deserves a lot of praise. It's really well done. It's not my favorite out of all the ones that I watched, but it's pretty good, and I will keep watching as it goes. Number 2, who was your first anime crush? This question just reminded me that I hadn't set up my TV background, so sorry about that if you were wondering. I was just reminded of it. So basically, question number 2 says, who was your first anime crush? And again, out of these 4 anime that I watched recently, I have to admit, and you're going to groan when I say this, I know, but I'm a little bit, or more than a little bit, in love with Todoroki. Yeah, I jumped on that bandwagon. It's a funny thing because when he started, like, I knew even before I watched one episode of the show that he was very popular. Like, it was funny because I started watching and then he's like, so where's the kid with the 2 colored hair and why is he not here yet? And I was like, what is going on? So I was curious because I had seen from the internet that he got so much love and that people liked him so much, and I hadn't seen him yet. So I was like, what is going on? And then he appeared and I got it. You know, like, I get why now. It's kind of hilarious because for the most part at the beginning, like, I knew he would be half and half, sort of like, you just have to look at him to kind of be able to tell. But at the beginning he was only using his ice powers, right? So I kept getting Hitsugaya Toshiro vibes from him. You know, from Bleach. Hitsugaya is one of my favorite characters from Bleach, if not my favorite. I love him to death. And I was, Todoroki is so, like, quiet and serious, and I was totally getting Hitsugaya vibes from him. And then I turn to my brother and I tell him that, and my brother's like, are you kidding me? He's basically Zuko, from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god. Like, I don't know why it hadn't even occurred to me. Like, he has a scar and everything. It's so ridiculous. And I'm sitting there like, well, I guess it's Todoroki's basically like what would happen if Hitsugaya and Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender were put together in a blender and, like, made into a new person, like, combined. So basically, like, it was hopeless from the start for me. Like, I was going to fall in love with Todoroki no matter what. There was no chance. I had no chance. So yeah, I jumped into that bandwagon. I'm proud of that. I don't regret anything. Like, I love him. I already, like, he's already my phone background. I love him so much. So yeah, that's it. Question number 3. Do you prefer subs or dubs? I've watched everything with subs. Everything. I watch everything with subs. Like, even if it's in English, I watch it with subs. So yeah. Number 4. What anime deserves more love? Honestly, Dr. Stone, because I hadn't even heard about it before my brother showed it to me. He was like, you have to watch this, because he knows me and he knows how big of a nerd I am and how much I love science, and he's like, you have to watch this anime. So after we were done with Demon Slayer, we went on and he's like, you have to watch this one. I had never even heard about it. Like, I had heard about Demon Slayer, I had heard about My Hero Academia, I had heard about Code Geass, I had never heard about Dr. Stone, and it's a freaking pity that this show isn't bigger than it is. It should be bigger, so yeah. Number 5. What is your guilty pleasure anime? Honestly, out of these 4, it would be Code Geass, because I spent the entire time I was watching it just grumbling about it to myself, but that's kind of half the fun. And you know, it also didn't help that by the end there, it was obviously trying like super hard to be Evangelion. And it's just like, dude, you're trying so hard, don't. It's one of those shows that I love to hate on. I mean, it was entertaining. The characters had a lot of potential. I think it could have been done so much better, but I basically just snarked my way through the entire thing. Number 6. What anime recommendation have you tried this year? Well, out of these 4, 2 of them, Demon Slayer and Dr. Stone, were not on my to-watch list. The other 2 I already knew I wanted to watch, but I had not considered watching Demon Slayer and Dr. Stone, so I watched those on my brother's recommendation, and I liked them both, so that's good, I think. Number 7. Who was the most annoying anime character? Let me just put it this way. I yelled at my TV every time Nina from Code Geass appeared on screen. I am genuinely surprised that she managed to last the entire series. Like, she should have died in season 1. I don't understand. Surely wasn't much better. Like, heck, pretty much every female character in Code Geass was just terribly written. So, like, I still can't believe that thing was written by 4 women. It blows my mind. But all the female characters were terrible. All of them. Okay, Tsukasa from Dr. Stone is just kind of dumb. Like, it's just dumb. What the heck even is that for a villainous motivation? Like, it's... what? Why are you trying to kill all the adults? That makes no sense. It's so frustrating. I also don't much like Mineta from My Hero Academia, and try as I might, I can't seem to warm up to Bakugo. I just can't stand the guy, and his anger issues really frustrate me. So no, I don't like you, Bakugo, sorry. Number 8. What is your favorite anime so far? Out of these 4, My Hero Academia is the best. I also love Dr. Stone because science, duh. But I think out of all of them, the most balanced and the most well balanced is My Hero Academia. I'm not surprised that it's as popular as it is. Number 9. What anime series will you never watch? Honestly, I know that there are like other Code Geass like side stories and spin-offs and whatever, and I have zero desire to watch any of the other Code Geass properties. I had enough with the main show. 2 seasons was more than enough. Number 10. What anime destroyed you emotionally? You must be new. I don't get destroyed emotionally for the most part. I mean, in very rare occasions I do, but not in any of these, no. Number 11. Who is your favorite female anime character? Again, out of these 4 shows, I really love Ochako. I think it really sucks that she's always sort of pushed to the side in the main plot lines, because I think she could be so useful with the powers, and she doesn't get nearly enough of the spotlight as she should. I think she's awesome. She's super sweet. She wants to help. She's super, like, you know, genki and enthusiastic and stuff, and she could do so much more than she's given time for. Honest. Also, similarly, Nezuko from Demon Slayer seems like she could be really badass if, you know, they would actually let her out of her box for more than one scene per arc. Like seriously, they basically only made her a demon so that they could stuff her into that box, because if she were outside all the time, she would just solve all of Tanjiro's problems. Seriously, that's the only reason. Like, if she were outside every day, all day, it would just be too easy. And that is why they actually put her in that box, and it's not fair. Number 12. Who is your favorite male anime character? Well, as stated, Todoroki is my favorite. I also love Ida though, and that may be because he sort of reminds me of Ishida from Bleach. I also really love Tetsu for no other reason than I think that is the greatest character name of all time. I am obsessed with Tetsu. I love him. From Dr. Stone, I love Senku because, duh, I mean, he's a scientist. Why would I not love him? And from Demon Slayer, I find Zenitsu kind of adorable, but his shtick does get repetitive, so I kind of hope that they can, get him to, evolve at some point, but I think he's kind of adorable. Number 13, who is your favorite anime couple? Again, out of these 4 anime that I mentioned. I don't really ship many pairings in these 4 shows, but a few did pop up, so maybe I'll go in order. First, there's Lelouch and Saku from Code Geass, who were obviously meant to be together from the moment we first saw them, and I highly, highly, highly resent this goddamn show for trying to force me to ship them with women for no good reason. I mean, come on, Clamp, you're seriously rooting for the streets this far into your tenure? You're Clamp! You can't do that! Also, I think Deku and Ochako are super cute, and they kind of remind me of Naruto and Hinata a little bit, except, they actually manage to interact like normal human beings. And it's not just like pining from afar. Like, I think they're adorable, and I hope they'll be canon. I like their friendship, but I think they'd be cute as a couple. So yeah, I know in My Hero Academia the whole shipping thing is mostly slash, just because of the nature of the show itself. And honestly, I wouldn't mind Todoroki getting a boyfriend, let's be real. But none of the like big slash ships kind of call out to me, particularly because I can't get on board with Bakugo. Like, sorry, no, I don't want to hear about any ships with him. Like, that dude has problems. There's no way, I'm sorry. Don't make me go down that road because I will rant. But yeah, needless to say, I do not like Bakugo. I do not like bullies. I do not like people with anger problems. So I would rather not ship him with anyone, thank you very much. I do, however, happen to like smaller ships in the show, like Kaminari and Jiro, for example. I don't know why, but I kind of like them together. And their quirks kind of really go well together as well. And, for some reason, I don't know why, I am convinced that Aizawa and Mandalay used to date. I don't know, I just got vibes from them. I'm also, like, lately I've really been getting into Miyu Tamaki. Because they're cute! They're so sweet. I love them. They have to be in love, okay? They can even have like a Eri as a daughter, she can be their kid. I like that. "14. What is your favorite anime opening or ending?" I can't really remember all of them, there's been a lot, but I'm pretty sure the My Hero Academia ones are my favorites. If I go by song, I think my favorite opening is Polaris by Blue and Count. And my favorite ending is Heroes by Brian the Sun. If we're talking about the animated sequence, however, I love Datte Adachi no Hero by Lisa, because that whole thing where the My Hero Academia characters are depicted in a fantasy setting is like my favorite thing of all time. Like, I love it. I squealed so hard every time, and I watched that thing over and over again because I loved it so much, and it's such perfection. It's such perfection, I love it. I also love the sequence for Update because I think the comic style is really fun, and also Shout Baby because I love the photos, and like, how can you not coo over Baby Dorothy every single time? He's so cute, let me love you. It's so adorable. 15. What anime has the best soundtrack? I'm gonna go with My Hero Academia because it has the most sort of like variety of it all, I guess. But Dr. Stone's openings and the endings as well hit me just right for the kind of music I prefer. So it comes really close. It's just that there's only one season, so I don't think it balances out necessarily. Demon Slayer has some pretty good music as well. The music in Code Geass is terrible and does not fit with the show at all. What the hell, Clamp? Get with the times. I'm just saying. 16. What is the last anime you watched? I literally just finished My Hero Academy yesterday, so yeah. 17. What is an anime that you want to watch but haven't yet? Now I'm currently trying to figure out where to watch the last My Hero Academia movie. I watched the first one, you know, the two heroes one, which was okay. I mean, it was fine. The ending was a little bit bombastic, but it was fine. And I mean, I have a few nitpicks, except that, you know, Ochako once again only did like one thing in the entire movie because she got sidelined, because otherwise she would be too helpful. But apart from that, I kind of liked it. I'm trying to figure out where to watch the second movie. I haven't yet found it anywhere, so if anyone's got any hints, let me know. Preferably legally, but whatever. 18. What is the weirdest anime you enjoyed? Code Geass was the weirdest by far. Then again, this is Clamp we're talking about here, so what was I expecting? I don't know. 19. What anime would make a great video game? I want a Dr. Stone video game so bad. Like, I want a Dr. Stone video game where your quests are basically like doing science experiments in order to develop your own modern village. Oh my god, please, I need this. I need this. Number 20. What video game would make a great anime? I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I play video games even less than I watch anime, so I don't know. But Code Geass has nothing to envy a harem video game. I'm just saying. 21. Share your favorite anime quote. My favorite scene was when All Might bursts into the door of the 1A classroom like, I am coming through the door like a normal person in the cape and stuff. And it's just like, oh my god, I want to use that line on someone someday so much. I must use it. Also, one that cracked me up just recently, actually, from season 4 is Class 1B. You know, they were doing like the festival, like the school festival, and each class had to do their own thing. And Class 1B was doing like a play, like a theater play that they wrote themselves. And the title of the play was Romeo and Juliet and the Prisoner of Azkaban, The Return of the King. Thing I've ever seen. And then when they actually did the play, it was like, no, I am your father. No, I was cackling. It was awesome. Number 22. What anime has the saddest death scene? Well, the death of Tanjiro's family in the first episode of Demon Slayer kind of hit me pretty hard. I don't know. I mean, I should have probably expected that they would all die. I did not. As I said before, I had no idea what Demon Slayer was even going to really be about. Like, I had only heard about it, like people telling me it was good and whatever, but I did not know what happened. So I had no idea that they would all just die. I thought they would like become demons or something, but only one of them did. So it kind of sucked, and it made me feel sad. 23. What anime do you wish never ended? Honestly, I'm not the type to wish that something never ends. I want them all to end when they're supposed to end, honestly, and hint, Code Geass should have ended after the first season, I'm just saying. seriously, there was no reason for that second season to exist. Come on. I'm actually a bit worried because My Hero Academia actually seems like it's stretching things a lot. And you know, keep in mind, I haven't read the manga, and I don't know how much further along it is, and I have not read up on any of the mangaka's comments outside of the manga or the anime. So I don't really know what the ultimate destination is with this show, if it has been mentioned. But what I gather from the show itself is that it's sort of a recount of how Deku became the #1 hero, right? But it worries me that it's been 5 seasons, like 4, and the 5th one is coming, and they're still in their first year. Like, if the goal is to show how Deku becomes the #1 hero, then surely eventually he has to grow up. But time seems to be passing really slowly. The show hardly seems to be moving forward. I mean, season 4 was pretty blah, at least until the last 2 episodes. Like, you know, was the gentle criminal arc even necessary, for fuck's sake? Like, seriously. But here's the thing, I don't want this thing to meander aimlessly for years and lose what made it great, like it happened to like Bleach or Naruto. It should have a structure. Like, there should be an order and a pre-arranged sequence of things that the mangaka wants to hit on. And I'm afraid that he's either not doing that, or it's a really long outline. And you know, it's gonna take a long time, so I'm kind of worried a little bit. Number 24, what anime had a big emotional impact on you? Honestly, the most attached I've gotten to in these 4 anime is to the My Hero Academia characters. I feel like I love them a lot more than the others. 25, what is your comfort anime? Probably My Hero Academia as well. I think it's the most rewatchable of the 4. And also it has a good balance between action, drama, and actual good humor. So I think that one's probably going to be the one I keep going back to eventually. 26. Who is your favorite anime villain? Whew, boy, this is a hard one. There aren't actually very many genuinely interesting villains in any of these shows. I mean, like, All For One seems sufficiently intimidating, but at the same time he's like way too overpowered by the sign, which is weird. My Hero Academia has already given Deku at least one unexplained shonen power boost, and I don't want the show to go down the shonen rabbit hole too much further. I'm gonna say Gangorka, who is not a villain, but he plays one very convincingly, and I love him, and I can't believe he didn't make the top 10 this time around. That is some bullshit, and I am genuinely offended for him, I'm just saying. 27. What anime character are you most like? Oh, yikes. No idea, honestly. I don't think I like anyone in these 4 anime. Maybe Senku a little bit, because we're both nerds, but apart from that, like, I'm not as arrogant as he is, I don't think. So, and I'm also not as smart as he is, I don't think. So maybe no one so far? I don't know. 28. What anime has the best fight scene? I don't know. I don't recall like any specific fight scenes that stood out to me, but I think the fight scenes in Demon Slayer are exquisite in both animation and detail. But then the fight scenes in My Hero Academia are more entertaining though, and I get more emotionally invested, so it depends on what you're looking for when you say best. Like, the one I would rather watch, probably Demon Slayer, because it's so pretty. The one I get hyped about, probably My Hero Academia. I don't know. 29. What anime scared the crap out of you? I mean, Demon Slayer had some pretty gnarly scenes. I'm not sure I can think of one particular scene off the top of my mind though, but we'll see. I mean, I do think that one was the scariest one, necessarily. And last but not least, number 30. What anime did you think you wouldn't like but ended up loving? Well, Dr. Stone, I guess, but more like because I had zero expectations because I had never heard of it, and I ended up really liking it. And you know, my brother knew I would because he knows me very well, so I guess that's the one. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's about it for the 30-day challenge. That was the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions about any of these anime and my opinion about any of these anime, anything I said that stood out to you and you'd like to know more, let me know in a comment below, and I will try to do like a Patreon exclusive video or something and have answers over there. While you're down in the comments, also be sure to please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you like my stuff. It always helps to have people commenting and sharing and liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot with YouTube algorithm, so please do that. I would be very thankful. In the meantime, you can find me on social media. I am on Twitter and Instagram at girlsareweird with underscores between the words, and on Tumblr at girlsareweird with hyphens between the words. You can find a Facebook page for this blog at facebook.com/FreakingNarnia, and as usual, be sure to visit my main website at FreakingNarnia.com. All my videos are up there in case you would like to watch one of them, in case you missed anything. It's all up there, so just browse through and you'll find something for you, I'm sure. Also, remember that I have a Redbubble store where I make art based on my favorite quotes from my favorite fandoms, and then you can use that art to print on different types of merchandise, such as, you know, phone covers and computer covers and mugs and t-shirts and that kind of stuff. It's all up in there, so be sure to stop by, maybe purchase something if you're in the mood. It really does help me a lot. I actually, the last one I uploaded is a Tetsu art because I love his name so much. How I mentioned that I love that name so much. Anyway. Also, remember that you can sign up to be a patron for me at patreon.com/FreakingNarnia. And if you want to hear these video episodes as podcasts instead of watching them on video on YouTube, then the Patreon is where you want to go. All my videos are up there. They get uploaded as podcast episodes on the very same day they go up on YouTube. So be sure to do that if you're interested, if that's more your thing. And I think that's about it from me today. I will see you guys sometime soon. I think for my next video, I probably might do something having to do with Julie and the Phantoms, because I am super obsessed with that show. I didn't think I was going to be, so I was not planning on doing a video about it, but it's been like, what, a month now, and I'm still like watching video reactions to Julie and the Phantoms on YouTube every day, and it's ridiculous. So I need to talk about this show. Okay, so that will probably be my next video if nothing changes. Let me know if you have any ideas of things that you want me to talk about maybe in the future. So if it's anything that I have any knowledge about, I'll be sure to give it a try. And that's about it for me today. I will see you guys next time with another video from all the way in freaking Narnia. I just realized that St. Louis Smash doesn't work either. Oh my god, so weird. 30-day me at My Hero Academia is one of Code Geass to be Evangelion number 6. So they kind of remind me of Naruto and Hinata for a little bit.